Johannesburg, Bekkersdal residents are protesting over a lack of electricity. Earlier today, they blockaded the streets leading in and out of the township. Police at one stage also fired rubber bullets. Let's cross now to our reporter Manqoba Mchunu, who is standing by the protest. Manqoba, very good evening to you. Take us through what's happening.
Well, I can tell you, Nzinga, that it's quite tense here in Bekkersdal at the moment. As I speak to you, police just fired another tear gas here at the community members that had been holding a meeting here just to try and pave a way forward as to what's going to happen with this particular protest tomorrow. And you recall that there's been constant running battles today between police as well as some of those protesting community members who resorted this afternoon to come and meet to just try and discuss what the plan is for tomorrow. And I can certainly tell you that what's come out of this meeting is that tomorrow, Bekkersdal is still going to be on fire. Residents are saying that they're still going to continue with their protest until officials, including the provincial government, come to address them. They're saying that just like Alex has been, this is how Bekkersdal will be from tomorrow. They're saying that no schooling is going to take place, no businesses are going to be open here in Bekkersdal tomorrow. As they say, they'll continue with their protest. Of course, this protest started earlier on today as some of those residents from the informal settlement here in Bekkersdal marched to the Western Area Municipality. Of course, they were stopped by the police along the way because they had not obtained permission to march on the R28. But to speak further about what this meeting was all about and what are some of those outcomes of the meeting, I'm now joined by Thabangwesi, who is one of the community leaders here in Bekkersdal. Thabangwesi, I know it's still very difficult to speak because of the fumes of the tear gas, but take us through to some of the grievances that you have this time around.
Well, what I can tell you is that there's a basket of issues pertaining to service delivery issues. One is that as you understand, there's a number of projects that are taking place in the community, but the center issue here is an issue of electrification in an informal settlement of Bekkersdal. Communities they've raised their concerns, and municipality has promised that there will be electrification in Bekkersdal just before Easter, and almost 1,500 units would have been installed by now. Unfortunately, where we are seated, there's nothing that is happening. It's what agitated the community because they've tried to get answers from the municipality and nobody is responding. However, the MEC of Human Settlement, Mr. Uhuru Milo, just called me now as we have heard, and he has indicated that there was a conflict between municipality and ESCOM in the relation to who should be doing this kind of a job. Now, ESCOM feels that it is their jurisdiction to come and install this kind of electrification in part of the formal and the informal formal dwellings of Bekkersdal. Unfortunately, the meeting is taking place now and the situation is being chaotic on the ground. And it's very, very, very difficult for all of us to contain this kind of a situation. As you can see, that police is their culture to shoot to everybody without anything, without any kind of a provocation. I think that this kind of a protest that took place earlier on was peaceful until pops came to respond and they charged to the community, and everything just went out of hand. And we as the leadership, we are trying to contain the situation and wait for this kind of meetings, but between the government and the ESCOM to take a resolution as to who must be doing the job, because this kind of a project was launched officially by the MEC himself.
Let's talk about the meeting now. What have you resolved from this meeting? What's going to happen with the protest?
As we have yet, Manqoba, yourself and everybody here, the resolution is that the shutdown is still continuing up until tomorrow. Hopefully somebody, if would come from the provincial level or the national level to come and address these issues and give us what is needed. Probably they will become at this kind of a community. Okay. We as the community, we are tired of every time embarking on this kind of protest whereby, there's looting, there's even damage that has been done before.
Okay. Let's hold it there for now. Tabangwesi, of course, speaking to us. There is one of the community leaders here in Bekkersdal saying that they're going to continue with their protest. Of course, we've seen widespread looting that's taken place here this afternoon, and of course, police stepping in also to try and prevent some of that looting from happening. We've seen some of the foreign shop owners also moving and salvaging their stock and moving to try and seek refuge at the Randfontein police station. We do understand that's where most of them have collected this evening to try and get away from the situation that has become really untenable here at Bekkersdal this evening.
Manqoba Mchunu giving us an update there from Bekkersdal. You continue monitoring that story for us. It's time for a short break. When we come back, Police Minister General Bekkersdal is going to speak to us. Do stay with us on the 4.